Hi everyone, welcome to the live stream play along. Today we will be looking at Long Long Ago from Suzuki book number 1. So I already tuned and let's just check real quick. Let me check the levels on the computer. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. All right. In that case, let's just take a listen to the song with the accompaniment. Great. All right, so now let's take a look at the song line by line, phrase by phrase. And we'll play it slowly to learn the piece, and then we'll play a couple of times, and then we'll play with the accompaniment. There we go. Okay, so something new about Long Long Ago is that we start playing on the lower strings of the cello. So in all the songs before, we were playing on the D string and the A string, right? But now we're gonna be playing also the G string and the C string. We're gonna be exploring the lower strings a little bit. So let's get used to reading the notes on the G string. So let's read together this first line. Remember that the note on the very bottom, let's see if the cursor comes up. I think so. This guy is a G. So we're gonna play open G, and then it's also gonna be in the first position fingering. So we're gonna be using our first finger, third finger, fourth finger. Nothing too different, only we're gonna be playing on mostly on G and C string. So let's read it slowly. So it's 1, 2, ready, and G, G, A, B, B, C, D, E, D, and B with the third finger on the G string. And starting from D, and it's like a scale down. Same thing, starting from fourth finger on G string, which is a C, 3, 1, open G, so B, A, G, like that. So those are the note names and where the notes are on the G string. Now let's just play this one more time through slowly, and yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and go. 3 on the G, and from open D, and then fourth finger on G, scale down. Okay, so try to practice that slowly and fluently as well. Right now, I'm talking to give you heads up on certain things, but try and play it without stopping and just going through the beat. Okay? All right, now let's take a look at the next line. All right, so the next line is pretty much the same thing as the first line, only the last two measures, these guys, they're a little bit different, right? D, D, C, B, A, B, A, G. So all first finger, so open D, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, open, right? Also, another thing I want to mention is the bowing pattern, the rhythm pattern is quarter note, eighth, eighth, quarter note, eighth, eighth, like that, right? So it's long, short, short, long, short, short. So we got to do the same thing with our bow. So we use a little bit more bow on the quarter note, and on the eighth notes, try and use less bow. So we're not going to be doing we're not going to be using the same amount of bow for the eighth note. So try and what happens is you're going to get to the tip side of the bow for the second half of the measure. So like that. So it's kind of like a mirrored motion, right? So you go down bow once, and then you go up bow once, like that. All right, so just keep that in mind. The quarter notes will be longer in the bow, and the eighth notes will be short. So we're just gonna try and get used to that motion, like that. Because it's not equal. It's not an equal motion, but it is kind of, it's like a dance. So try to keep those motions in the bow. All right, let's try playing this line slowly. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Long, short, 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 E, D, E, D, B, 4, 3, 1, open, 1, 2, and we're gonna be retaking the bow like that. Okay, all right, now let's take a look at the next line. And here we are going to be also playing on the C string, but the C string, that note, if we count it from the G, so G is that last line, right? So the space, or the space right below is going to be an F, and on the first ledger line will be an E, and this note right here will be a D. So D on the C string, you play with the first finger on the first line here. So let's just play the D on the C string, first finger on the C string. Just get used to how much you have to press and things like that. And let's also hop from the G string, like that. Let's do this. Do twice on the G string, twice on the D string, or C string, excuse me. So we're gonna be playing A with the first finger on the G string, which is an A, and then first finger on the C string, which is a D. So let's just get used to hopping our left finger over like that. Hop over, hop back to the G string, hop to the C string, something like that. Alright, so we gotta get used to changing the bow, the crossing the strings, as well as changing the strings on our left hand. Alright, so let's just play this line quickly. It's the same thing twice. The first time you play it forte. Remember, forte means play loudly. And then the second time we play it mezzo piano, which is medium piano, medium soft, right? Alright, so 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Hop. Fourth finger. Same thing. First finger hop over. Excellent. Let's try that one more time just to get it to get used to hopping over and just to get used to this line, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4. First finger hop. And same thing. First finger hop and fourth finger on the G. Yeah. Alright, so that's how we work on this line. Practice it slowly. There's a lot of things that you have to worry about. First, I would suggest getting the left hand comfortable first, and then the bow will come naturally, I think. Alright, now let's take a look at the last line. Alright, so the last line is exactly the same as the second line, excuse me. So let's play it once through slowly, and then we'll play the whole piece a couple of times. Alright, one. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Nope. Alright. 1, 2, and 3, and go. Really good. Alright, now let's take a look at the whole song. Let's play it through from the top to bottom. And we're gonna do it slowly first and then up to the speed of the accompaniment. And each time I will remind you of what to focus on, right? So the first time through, let us focus on our left hand, all right? So slowly, 1, 2, and 3, and go. 3, and 4, and back to fourth finger. Go. Hop over. Once again, softer. First finger hop. just getting used to playing on the G string and now the C string, right? First position fingering on the G and the C string. All right, now let's play it slightly faster. And this time, remember the bowing, how we're doing long, or we're using a little bit more on the quarter notes, and then short bows on the eighth notes, right? So long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, like that. So just remember the bowing this time around, all right? So not that fast, but let's go 1 and 2 and ready, go. Short, short. And long, short, short, long. Hold, fourth finger, short, short, hold. All right, really good. And now let's try playing it one more time, and then we'll play with the accompaniment and call it a day. This time, let's just try to focus on both of the things that we talked about, right? The left hand and the bow hand. So, and let's play a little bit faster. Bum, bing, bum, 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 bum. That fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, and. Your bow, hop over, hop back, fourth finger, hold open, softer, and really good. So try to practice this piece slowly and play line by line. Just work on the little parts, the bowing and the fingering. Get used to the G string fingering. It helps to raise your elbow just a little bit. Don't try and keep it down here. Keep it up. Bring it over like this. That's gonna help you a lot. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but yeah, try to raise your elbow. Okay. Now let us play with the accompaniment, and that'll be it for today. Ready? So, good job. That will be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. And next week, we'll be continuing with book number 1. And stay tuned. I'm going to be going through all the books, or not all of them, but at least book 2 and book 3. So this is gonna be the same thing. If you have any questions, write them in the comment, and I'll try to get back to you. All right. Have a good one. Bye.